Hello and welcome to Going Over Our Friends, the Lifetime original series. With me, as always, is,
Meredith.
and I am Kennedy. And wow, this movie is actually a little different than the other ones. I mean, it still might have ended with the mother character murdering somebody,
Mhm.
but less so than normal. So, what did we watch this time?
We watched Unwanted Guest, a 2016 crime thriller written and directed by Fred Olen Ray.
Yeah, and I kept on wanting to say unwelcome guest because that sounds more sensical to me, but I guess, I
Yeah.
don't know, unwanted guest is fine
I
too.
mean,
So
English has lots of words that mean basically the same thing.
I suppose.
Yeah, she was also unwelcome. And
Uh,
also, the house that they filmed in was the same as in Witness Unprotected. Did you notice that?
I did not notice the
It's the
house.
same house.
Oh shit.
Where
That
like
must
the girl like jumped off the balcony and like busted her ankle. That's the house.
Wow, look at you
Yeah.
doing some research.
No, I just recognized the
You just
house.
recognize, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's just one of the producers' houses, like,
Oh, that makes sense. I was like, maybe they filmed it in the same week.
or the same month, you bang out one in seven
hmm
days, the next one in 10 days, and
Or do you think it could have been like an Airbnb or Verbo situation? They're like, all right, we got it for the month. Let's go.
we got a deal. Yeah.
In this movie, we open up on a bunch of police sirens and an ambulance and some like a dead body being wheeled into the ambulance. And the dead body's name is Alan. We get a
Uh-huh.
couple of looky-loos. Christine Roberts and Amy Thomas are looky-loos. And then we also meet detectives Ted Monty and Detective Parker.
Yeah.
I think Ted Monty had a character name, but I didn't catch it.
Let's see. Hold on. I think I might have written this down. Detective Ted Monty. Davis.
Hmm,
Yeah, so the patron saint of going over our Freds was Detective Davis in this.
amazing.
Yeah, so our two girls go up to the cops and say like, "Oh, gee, I hope he's okay. I don't know what happened." And the cop just says, "Oh, he was dead when they found him." And just like walk away. It's like that's the truest cop shit right there. Like, yeah.
Dead is dead. Dead
Yeah,
is dead.
so we kind of front load our main characters, two of which are actual characters and two of which have a B story in the background that doesn't really lead anywhere.
hmm
Uh, so yeah, the other cop that our non-Ted Monty cop is also a returning favorite.
Really?
Yeah, so he has been with us since our first movie here, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Detective Parker is older cop's name, and that is John Henry Richardson,
Okay.
uh, who was, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. We last saw him in Teenage Exorcist. He
Okay.
was like the main dude in that who does a little cross-dressing and is having a lot of fun.
hmm
And since we first saw him on the show, he has boosted himself up to about 220 IMDb credits
Wow.
because, like one of our stars from a couple of weeks ago, he is also doing those real short movies where
Yes.
they take a thing and they cut it
hmm
up into like 5-minute reels for social media.
hmm
And he's the star of things like "Oops, My Junkyard Husband is a Billionaire," and another one called "Claimed by the Alpha I Hate." So
Ooh.
yeah, but I follow him on Instagram. He seems to be having a good time, and he's winning some sort of awards for doing this. So somebody's got to. So
All
good for
right.
John Henry Richardson. He seems like a very nice guy.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, but then we have our main characters that are the girls that are watching all of this, and that is Amy, and that's an actor named Kate Mancy.
Okay.
She is a soap opera actor. She was in Days of Our Lives and General Hospital.
Oh.
That's her main like credit stuff.
Okay.
And then Christine is the other girl. Is
hmm
she's our main girl,
hmm
and that is Valentina Novakovic. And she is a soap opera person, except she is Australian, so she was in Neighbors.
That's a
She
very
is,
Russian name.
yeah, well, and it's a pretty decent American accent. I didn't hear a lot of like nerves or anything like that. So she is
Yeah.
wearing for most of this movie, like this is at least the second or third time I've noticed in these Lifetime movies where somebody is just caked in foundation.
hmm
Like I don't know, she's probably like in her late 20s playing a college age person in
Yeah.
this, so that was their job of concealing it was just a pretty amateur makeup job of thick layer of pancake, but whatever.
But you expect to see older actresses playing young.
Yeah, because
But
you don't
yeah.
have to bring them to school or anything like that. Although
Yeah,
college age, you can get away with a 19-year-old. You don't.
you
I think
could,
it's
but
really under 16 that you have trouble with the hours and the unions and the teacher on set and all that. So,
last night Frank and I watched the movie on Svengoolie, which was Earth versus the Spider. So
oh,
it's like
that's
a
a good
giant
movie.
spider. Yeah, from the 1950s.
Oh,
And
those teenagers are 45 years old.
at least one of them definitely is 45 years old.
Yeah, they did that on Joe Bob last year, and he's like, yeah, this guy was literally 43,
Like a
like
very
he's,
like fit, trim 43, but like
but also
they're
balding.
the character Joe, they borrow the car to go to the cave with the spider, and they're all sitting in the classroom learning science, and they're like, Joe, can we borrow your car? I'm like, Joe is in the cubicle next to me. Joe is not going to lend you his car. What?
Well, and we tend to have a skewed view of these things anyway because like the cast of Seinfeld and Cheers are much younger than at least I thought they were because you're a kid watching them and they're adults. But
Right,
like
they all seemed ancient to us.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like Jason Alexander was like what 28 when Seinfeld
something
started,
like
something
that.
crazy like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. He
Uh,
was just went bald early, which is a totally normal thing. It's within the range of normalcy, but when we were 10 years old, it was like, oh, this old bald guy. Yeah.
yeah. Also, if you watch stuff from back then, people had real teeth.
Unlike me.
Oh,
I'm very proud of my fake teeth. I paid a lot of money for them. Okay, well,
okay.
we get a little bit of
Baxter.
breadcrumbs to the
Oh,
plot in
breadcrumbs.
this very early scene. So Christine mentions to one of the detectives that Alan is her ex-boyfriend, and Amy points to another girl named Marilyn and says, like, well, that's Alan's current girlfriend, so maybe you want to talk to her.
This really doesn't matter, right?
It
Like,
kind of matters for the B plot.
wouldn't it make more sense if the guy who got killed was Amy's ex?
He sort of was also Amy's ex, but Amy's keeping that on the down low.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a very complicated movie, you know. It's a
It's
lot of ins, a lot of
there's a
outs.
little bit that's hidden. It's a more sophisticated
It's
movie than we're typically
it
watching here.
it's basically Raymond Chandler-esque. I mean, the character motivation. So basically, so after this, they go to their dorm room
Yeah.
and it's like, we're gonna go home for the unspecified holiday.
Yes.
And Amy says, "Oh, well, I don't have anywhere to go to." And then Christine says, "Oh, come with me." And she's like, "Well, are you sure? I don't really want to impose." And at that point, she should have said, "Yeah, you're right. I should ask my parents first." But
Yeah.
no.
No.
And like multiple times, our main characters are given outs to have this guest who is unwanted
Hmm.
stay be not a guest. But really, she is a wanted guest and a welcome guest because they keep on saying, "No, no, this is fine. You can do this."
Right, exactly.
So
Yes.
they get what's coming to them, is what I'm saying.
I mean, it's they're shackled by their own notions of politeness and hospitality.
It's yeah, it's the real villain of the movie is the superego.
I guess, yes, I guess that's right. But now we get to meet Christine's parents, Charles Benton, who is a copyright attorney, and the mom is Anna Benton, who is a realtor who's experiencing a dry spell, which they talk a lot about for 2 minutes and then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so well, for him, the line is specifically something like, "Oh yeah, he's one of the top copyright attorneys in town, but he never wanted kids." Like they just do like a weird exposition dump out of nowhere to describe this guy.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, so Charles is a guy named Ted King, and he is, guess what he is? A soap opera guy.
What?
He was on The Bold and the Beautiful, One Life to Live, General Hospital. Like he's just
Wow.
it's probably easier for Fred Olen Ray to make these movies with soap opera people because they're used to not getting a second take. And
Yes.
then the mom, guess where the mom is from?
Days of Our Lives?
Nope, not a soap opera. Uh,
Oh.
I mean, she probably actually has done some soap opera work, but she's most famous. She was one of the original Daily Show correspondents.
Really?
She's Beth Littleford.
Oh, wow.
She did a bunch of commercials like 10 years ago. She was on the Daily Show from like 96 to like 2000, and will pop up in random movies and small parts all the time. So,
Fun.
yeah,
Okay.
so she is like instantly recognizable to me, but you
No,
know,
I didn't. I had no idea. I didn't really watch The Daily Show.
oh yeah,
It's on late at night.
this is like Craig Kilborn years too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
this is
Even in college, I was like, "Oh, is it time to go to sleep?" Okay,
kind of
but
just
this is not Christine's actual dad, it's her stepdad.
yeah, yeah. Well, because he never wanted kids. That's the stepdad. Do
Right.
we know what happened to the dad?
No, I don't think it's mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah. He would be mentioned if he wasn't dead.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then there's also Mr. Chips, the hamster.
Okay, so yeah, so they're staying in the same bedroom for some reason, both
Hmm.
girls, even though there's a guest room.
Yes.
And there is a hamster in there, and she's like, "Oh, this hamster's Amy is like, "Oh, this hamster smells. I don't really like this. You've got a rat in your room."
Hmm.
And Christine's like, "Oh, well, no, this is fine. I'll clean out the cage and you'll get to love him." And at this point, this hamster's gonna die.
Yes.
Like this is true since Fatal Attraction. Any small animal has to be killed by our, not to be misogynistic, but psycho bitch, because that is the name of this genre of Lifetime movies.
What I'm surprised about was this is jumping a little ahead a little
Yeah.
bit. I think like the next morning, the first full day of Amy being the guest, the hamster cage is wide open and the hamster's gone. I thought for sure that the hamster had been like kidnapped and killed at that point,
Yeah,
but
or let
no,
outside.
it just got out of its cage on its own somehow and was running around the house for a few days before Amy kills it.
It's really set up to be like, oh, well, she's already killed this hamster. Like
Yeah,
that's the sort of thing you build up to her being, that's the first minor act.
yeah.
But yeah, no, they needed another commercial break
Oh,
later on. So they're like, oh, we'll have her kill the hamster now, I think.
that was
It didn't
poorly done. I was just like,
it
do the hamster first.
Well, and nothing else about this movie has any ambiguity. You
Right.
know pretty much right away, like, oh, well, she is off. And as soon as Amy visits the house, she's like, oh, well, I'll ride with your stepdad to the store or wherever he's going. That's not weird, right? And everybody's like, oh, yeah, fine, that's cool. Let's have this middle-aged man and this college-age girl just ride together. They don't know each other, and
It's fine. It's fine.
it's oh
But
yeah, it's perfectly
Amy,
fine.
like Amy is the I don't want to say like perfect psycho bitch character, but I just recognize the trope and she did it. Like this is the trope character. She gets in the house, she sees that there's some tension in the marriage, and then she starts exploiting the cracks.
Even back in the dorm room, she looks at the picture of the stepdad and be like, "Oh,
Hmm.
he's handsome. Oh, how long have these two known each other?"
At least a
Because
few months because school starts in the fall and there's the first holiday break is Thanksgiving, which is not this break because then there would be Thanksgiving stuff. The second break is Christmas, which is also not this because then there would be decorations. This must be spring break. So they've known each other for like half a year at this point.
except they're also like 21 or 22, they say later on in the movie.
Yeah.
Because so did they just become roommates or have they been rooming together this whole time? Because it's weird to be that old and still be living in the dorm and have a roommate. Because
I
usually
was still in the dorm.
yes, but
I was in the dorm for 3 years. And then
most people live in like the kind of like student slum apartments or the apartments that have
most people,
elusive.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They did mention this. Christine didn't want to be in her mother and stepdad's home because she felt that she was like an unwanted third wheel. So she's
she's the unwanted guest.
and
Whoa.
I guess like since she like it doesn't make sense for her to really have her own apartment since she is just a short drive away. So maybe like the dorm is I don't know. Actually,
Maybe
yeah,
she
I
gets
don't
a
know.
free dorm. Yeah, because yeah, she
Yeah.
also lives within a commute to college and
Yeah.
is way older than driving age. So
Right, exactly. She's got her own car. Everything's fine.
yeah,
Oh, let's not worry too much about that.
yeah,
Oh,
okay, yeah.
maybe they
Let's
are off
establish.
campus and are just roommates because they like somebody subletting a room or something.
But okay, yeah. Well, let's
Okay.
establish where we
Yeah.
are now. The important things are that the daughter showed up with a friend and didn't even call ahead of time to tell them that this
Yeah.
girl was going to stay over.
Hmm.
The dad, from the first instant we see him, the stepdad, is
Hmm.
already kind of acting annoyed with everybody and everything.
Yes.
The first time we see Beth Littleford, she's like wearing her realtor
Like a
suit coat.
blazer.
And
Yeah.
then she's like, I'm gonna go change into my play clothes, and then changes into something still pretty form like jeans and like a big fancy blouse.
Hmm.
So those are not like, okay, sure.
Hmm.
Lifetime, more outfits.
It would make
Yeah.
more sense if we were supposed to be like shopping the look. This is also a sales channel, but oh well.
Yeah.
All right, so it's the first night, and yes, Christine and Amy are sharing Christine's room.
Oh wait, hold on. I
Yeah.
forgot one more thing too.
Mhm.
So they ride together. I don't remember where the stepdad and the girl ride to.
There was some pretext. He needed to like
Some,
pick up some batteries or something. I don't know.
but it's basically for him to kind of like leer at her and them to do
Yes.
kind of like early level flirting.
Yes.
But this was really weird because we're in the car and everything is shot like the rest of the movie, but there are random shots of Amy's legs
Yeah.
that are a completely different color temperature than everything else in the movie.
It is weird.
Like didn't
It's
get
like
color
his
corrected or something.
POV is colorblind.
Yeah, it looks like, security cam footage or something. It's just like washed out and weird.
Yeah.
And it happens like four times in the course of the drive.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
know. It really stood out to me. And I was like,
And
okay,
there was no
it's,
reason for it.
yeah.
There wasn't really a reason for the scene at all because it was clear that Amy's interested and it's clear that she's flirting and it's clear that he's leering throughout the whole movie. We didn't need this car ride at all.
Yeah, no. But again, you have to fill up these 85 minutes or whatever this movie
Yeah,
is.
that's right. That's right. Um, so Amy proceeds to impose herself a little bit. Like she's testing boundaries. She's just like going a little further and a little further, like every day or every minute or every interaction.
Well,
And the first night, she opens up a bottle of wine so that she can share wine with Christine.
and so she can drug Christine.
So she can drug Christine. But the point is she didn't ask about she just like picked up a bottle of wine and it like becomes an issue because like later Charles was like, who's drinking the wine? Like I guess he liked that bottle. Maybe it was inexpensive.
I don't
Who
know, but there
knows?
it doesn't really lead anywhere because she keeps on doing things and saying
Yes.
afterwards, "Oh, I hope that's okay," and they say, "Oh, yeah, sure." So once
Yeah,
again, our cultural norms are what is the villain of this movie,
that's true.
and we
Yeah.
we get almost the instant rom-com makeover too,
We
because
do. It was just like that other movie with the with those damn like tunes, right? The
oh, Evil Tunes.
evil tunes.
Yeah,
So,
wow, you're going way back.
oh, yeah,
You remember season one?
because because Amy, what are we talking about? Like Christine negs Amy. She's like, "You're actually pretty without your glasses," and
Yeah,
Amy
you're
takes
actually
it.
very pretty.
Yeah, and Amy's like, "Wow," which valid. So they take off her glasses and take down her hair. Her hair had been like in an updo, and stand in front of the mirror for Amy to like brush her hair. And I'm just like, this is a lift from that scene from Evil Tunes where the girl, or well, the porn actress, like took off her shirt in front of the mirror and was like, "Oh, I'm pretty."
Monique Gabrielle, yes, I believe is the eyebrow acting queen. But yeah, you'd think you'd do that kind of incrementally,
Mhm.
but they do that immediately in the first night.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And that is also the same scene where she's already drugged Amy's wine
Christine's
or
wine. Yes.
Christine's wine, so
Mhm.
Christine passes out.
Yes.
Is that also when she like opens the window to make her sick?
Yes.
So we're doing like
All of
you gotta
it.
spread that shit out, man.
I mean, spring break's 1 week. She's got to move.
So basically, that's the end of our first commercial break. That's like 15 minutes into the movie,
Yeah.
and we've already given her the makeover, established that she's gonna drug her.
Hmm.
So is that where they have dinner together? And she's like, "Oh, actually, I'm a chemist. Like,
That's like,
I'm in
oh gosh,
I'm in
that's the first
pre-med, but
night. Yeah.
I love chemistry too."
I'm so good at
So
chemistry. So, okay, so like the next morning, Amy gets up extra early to make breakfast for everyone. I think she's making pancakes.
yeah,
Anna's the next to come down. She's like, oh, and so this is an imposition. And yeah, like just like you said, Amy's like, I hope it's okay. And Anna's like, no, of course. Like, I'm glad to not have to make breakfast. And then Charles comes down to eat. And then Amy's like, oh, here's your breakfast, blah, blah, blah. And then Anna's like, okay, I guess I'll just go fuck off then.
I love movies and TV where families just have a big breakfast together.
Yes.
Like, I
So.
mean, maybe it's me. I don't eat anything until noon usually.
Okay, but Christine is sleeping in. So now Amy's got this um excuse of like, okay, great, I can make a move on Charles. Christine's sleeping in. Oh, maybe she didn't open up the window that first night.
Maybe, yeah, oh, maybe, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe she
Yeah.
just drugged her so she'd sleep in.
Yeah. Now we do a hard cut to the detectives. They're talking with a university administrator and they're looking at the staircase where Alan fell to his death. I'm using air quotes. And they question Marilyn. And they're doing like hard questioning. They're like, you killed him, didn't you? And she's like, no, we were dating for a few weeks. I hadn't had time to come to hate him yet.
And this
Go
girl
ahead.
should have a lawyer. Everyone in this movie should have lawyers before they talk to the police. And don't
People
talk to the
believe
police.
that they can talk to the police because they're innocent and they don't have anything to hide. And that's how they get you.
Exactly.
But later on, Marilyn is alone in her dorm room and she gets a knock at the door. Lo and behold, somebody has a empty champagne bottle, clocks her over the head and kills her.
At this point, we already know that Amy is drugging people.
Yes.
So why bother with this disguise at all? I guess if you didn't see the first 20 minutes of the movie, you might not know that. It's like,
Yeah, yeah. You want to know that she's serious and that Ellen really wasn't an accident.
oh
And also,
boy.
like, what did she have against Marilyn anyway? Marilyn
I
didn't never hurt her.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like,
Marilyn was
well,
just a
wait, what?
bystander.
Marilyn wasn't the one that was dating the guy that died?
Well, yeah, but like that's not okay. So ultimately, here's Amy's like total motivation. Amy
Uh-huh.
wanted to worm her way into Christine's life and was sort of like dating Alan because he had dated Christine. And I think that she killed Alan because Alan rejected her and
Uh-huh.
started dating Marilyn. So I guess maybe she was angry about that, but like let it go.
Any of these things could have been scenes
Yeah, they
that
could
we
have.
that instead of just kind of like weird backstory. But yeah, so Marilyn is on the phone with somebody,
Yeah.
and there's a knock on her dorm door,
Mhm.
and she's like, "Oh, that must be the airport shuttle. What world is this?" Yeah, and
Yeah.
then, then it's death by champagne bottle because she's a
Uh-huh.
chemist.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Good times.
Oh
Got
boy.
that bloodlust. We also cut to Charles at work, meet his co-worker Ben or Ken or whatever,
Yeah.
and learn that there's going to be a dinner party on a weeknight coming up. So that's the kind of setup. But from here on in, Anna and Christine and Amy and Charles are working towards this dinner party.
Yeah, it's a real ticking clock scenario. We got a dinner party to worry
Got a dinner
about.
party. One of Charles's biggest clients, from his copyright practice, is going to be at the dinner. Got to impress him.
Yeah, because they're all worried about the dangers of IP in this digital age. And they give a
Mm-hmm.
couple like weird little speeches about it that have nothing to do with anything.
It just written by people who don't know what they're talking about. It just sounds good. It
Yeah,
sounds IP like.
did you watch this with Frank? He's got some opinions
No,
about
he
this stuff.
left the house.
That son of a bitch.
He went to go play Magic the Gathering.
Well, he made the right choice. No, yeah. So the only other guy that works with our dad is Ken, right?
Yeah.
And this guy named Henderson Wade, who's been in a bunch of streaming shows and like Riverdale.
Hmm.
But his big thing is he played Matt Cable
Okay.
in that Swamp Thing original show that was for the short-lived. Okay, so in that brief window when it seemed like even cereal brands had their own streaming service,
Hmm.
DC Comics had their own streaming service where you could watch like Batman and stuff like that. And they
Wow.
created a couple original shows. Like they made a Swamp Thing show and a Doom Patrol show.
Hmm.
And people like the Doom Patrol show. No one has ever talked about the Swamp Thing show. I'm a huge Swamp Thing fan. I've never even attempted to watch it.
Okay.
So, but he played Matt Cable in that, who was a character from the Alan Moore run that was, killed and then a fly entered his system and he was like a reanimated corpse. It's a whole disgusting thing, but
Yeah, it sounds
uh,
gross.
but the Alan Moore Swamp Thing run, great. You should read it.
Okay. I have no feelings about something.
Okay, okay. Oh, also the recurring a lady from the college, I think is that Hamilton? Does she go by Hamilton?
I didn't catch her name at all. They kept talking to her about her. Just like, okay, school administrator.
I know in IMDb there is a credit for Hamilton
Okay,
that is played by Nancy Sullivan, who we've seen before.
sure.
She was in Abner the Invisible Dog, and she's the mom from Drake and Josh.
So around now, like this is where the hamster goes missing. It doesn't matter. Um,
Yeah, the rat got out.
yeah. While Amy's helping to search for the hamster, she rifles through Christine's lingerie drawer.
Oh yes, the mostly empty dresser drawers of young women too. Like there's
Yeah.
like four things in each of these drawers.
And she pulls out a piece of lingerie, like a nightie that you'd find in Fredericks of Hollywood. Then she like kind of holds it up to herself in the mirror and then goes into the bathroom where Christine's taking a shower and like leers at her.
Christine is just taking one of those normal girl showers with the full face of makeup on.
Yeah,
And,
like you do.
and yeah, she just stands in the threshold like a real weirdo.
super weird. And Christine's like, go away. And Amy's like, okay.
This movie cannot decide whether it's a fatal attraction or a single white female. It's
Uh-huh.
just kind of like
It's all over
mashing
it.
everything it's seen before into one
Yeah,
incoherent package. So
that's right. Everything crazy.
okay, so then Amy's answering the phone and she
Hmm.
cancels the mom's lunch for some reason.
Just to fuck with her.
Like,
She's like,
yeah,
you
it's
can't go outside of my sphere of influence. You can't have friends. You will be here with me.
so yeah.
But yeah, so she does do that. And then Amy tries to kind of like force intimacy with Anna. She's like, "Hey, tell me what's wrong. What's going on?" And Anna's like, "You are a 21-year-old college girl. I am a grown-ass woman. It is nice of you to ask, but we are not having this conversation." And Amy's like not super thrilled by this. Like Anna's the
Yeah.
only one who's like, "No, I'm not here for this."
Well, and it's another one of the scenes in this movie that is just full of this boomer ass dialogue
Hmm.
where our Anna mom character says, I just need to smile more. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm actually fine. I just need to smile more. Because
Yeah.
that's what women need to do.
I
Like,
mean, I've had like complete
oh,
fucking strangers. A delivery man once told me to smile.
smiling is a sign of submission in primates. So every time I see somebody smiling, I just see a chimp begging for its life.
Which animals is smiling aggressive? Do you know?
I,
There's got to be some.
sure.
In humans, it's both.
Yeah, the predators smile.
All right, so guess where we go next? Christine and Amy. We
Oh, they
go
go shopping. You gotta go
at
shopping.
the outdoor mall.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
these are probably the exact same places that
Yeah, they
were
must
from,
be.
because it's either one of these days we'll learn these California locations as well as we know the East Aurora, Lackawanna, Blaisdell
Mm-hmm.
Trinity of this
Mm-hmm.
shit.
It's
But
so
yeah, there's
good.
more like boomer ass dialogue between these two
Yeah.
20-year-old women where it's like, guys, they don't like to dance, We have a bunch of girl talk going on right now, and this guy, he tried to dance with me, but he didn't know how to dance. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay.
Yep. And it was just odd because nobody taught our generation how to dance. But in that movie, Earth versus the Giant Spider, there was a scene where there was the school band playing, and there
Uh-huh.
was one of the school kids, a boy, who just like went up and grabbed a girl, and then they started dancing, and they knew how to dance. And I was like, wow,
But
that's
did
a
you
generation.
never have dance in school?
Not until college, and then I took the dance class that you and Jen took, but like
Yeah.
the year after you guys
But
took it.
okay,
Yeah.
but like elementary school, maybe it was because I went to Catholic school, but we had square dancing
Okay, when has that served you outside of school?
all the time. When
Oh, you go
people
square dancing at the club.
all the time at the club. Like
At
you
the
should really
curve.
hear 50 Cent's square dancing songs are
Uh-huh.
next level,
Oh, really? Oh, are
Yeah,
they?
it's
Uh-huh.
amazing.
Okay, well,
Amazing. Okay.
you are absolutely right. I also learned a line dance to
Oh yeah, Achy
I
Breaky
love
Heart.
no, I love a rainy night. That one.
Oh, Eddie Rabbits?
Sure, I don't know.
Oh, I love a rainy night.
That's it.
Oh,
Yep.
we're gonna get a copyright violation now because that was spot on.
And I remember maybe like two steps from that, and like that was in what was that? That must have been in high school
Yeah, the 90s were big
because
into
yeah,
line dancing. That you
yeah,
had the Achy Breaky Heart and
yeah.
like Brooks and Dunn. You had all this stuff. You
But they
could kind of
never
like
played that song at weddings. It's always the electric slide, and I never learned the electric slide.
it tells you how to do the electric slide
It's
in the electric
hard.
slide. How about the cha-cha slide? That's even more.
Nope,
There are more
didn't learn
instructions
that
than that.
one. Didn't learn
But no,
that
you
one.
don't need to. You just do what everyone else is
It's
doing.
okay, but when I do it, it's like stiff and wooden. Everybody else looks like they're dancing. So there was something that needed to be taught, and I never learned it.
You're 20% whiter than everybody else at the wedding, I
I'm
guess. I
like
don't know.
blindingly white. I did the 23andMe. It's broadly Northern European. I got nothing.
Oh, my 23, I did Ancestry,
Yeah.
and it is basically just a big circle around all of Britain with a little bit of Norway, northern France, and
Yeah.
northern Germany.
We
Like,
must be related,
I,
honestly.
at least through Adam, yeah.
Oh, okay. That night is the first night. where Christine goes to sleep and Amy opens up the window. When they
Because as a
were
medical doctor, you know that gives you a cold.
That was the worst part of this movie. Christine genuinely gets very sick because there was a draft at night.
This is when we introduce the evil envelope of poison that Amy keeps in her pocket to
Mhm.
poison people. Like we never see that again. It doesn't really come up again. It's
Yeah, it's her sleeping powder that she makes in the chemistry lab because she's such a good chemist and pre-med student.
yeah, and then she wakes up so sick from having an open window that she's like, "Oh, can you help me to the bathroom?"
Hmm.
Oh. And then Amy starts barking orders at everybody like, "Okay, you go to the store and you buy a thermometer." It's like, "Wait, no, people have been sick in this house before, right?" Like,
But Amy couldn't find the thermometer, and Anna was like, okay,
yeah, they just listen to this girl and I'm like,
yeah.
I just had a 24-year-old house guest. I did not listen to anything that she told me. Like, also, she didn't tell me anything. So,
She didn't drink your wine and wake up early to make you breakfast and make the moves
no.
on you.
Well, well, she bought her own wine, and my daughter and her drank half of it and
Mhm.
then stored the bottle sideways in the bottom of my fridge, so it's still sticky in the
What?
bottom of my fridge.
Oh my God,
Because of course it's
what?
not actual like wine too. It's like Trader Joe's tangerine flavored wine
I mean,
nonsense.
sure, but
It's like the
that's
biggest bottle of wine cooler you ever saw, like Bartles and James.
okay. Well, we should talk about what we were drinking at their age. All right,
I
you
I
weren't drinking, but
I would
like
know. I
me and
had
your wife.
I had one round of drinks in 1998 and called it a day.
Yeah,
Like,
that's totally fair. I should have stopped then too.
okay, so
Um,
we're back to the cops after this.
we're back to the cops, but I forgot to mention one thing. Amy
Uh,
bought a nightie when they were at the outdoor mall, and
oh,
then
right.
she spends that night where the first night where the windows open in Christine's room. Well, she doesn't want to sleep in that room, so she wears her nightie downstairs, drinking more wine. And Charles is like, "What the hell?" And he's like fighting for his life to like not leer at her, which sounds like your house guest did not do to you, which
No,
is A plus.
no. I also, if we have a house guest, my wife doesn't let me walk around with a shirt off like this guy does. So,
Right, he's like showing off. He's like, "I work out."
yeah, so this is like the second of two very similar scenes.
Yes.
But in this one, the first one, she's wearing a nightie. And in the second one, she's wearing a t-shirt with no pants, like a
Uh-huh.
long t-shirt.
Hmm.
That's the wrong order. Like, you have plausible deniability if you're wandering around in an oversized t-shirt because that's something people wear to bed.
Hmm.
But you're like, if you're wandering around the house
Yeah.
wearing like sexy lingerie, you've escalated. You're
Yeah.
already you're acting suspicious. Like,
You're not
really,
supposed to be suspicious.
yeah, d drama. Don't be suspicious. No.
Don't be suspicious.
So what I'm saying, this movie needs a
Yeah.
dramaturg.
But yes, it is time to go back to the detectives who have found Marilyn's body.
And they've already gotten the toxicology back
Yes.
from the
Alan.
first murder, which is amazing turnaround time.
Yes.
And they say like, "Oh yeah, it's a sleeping powder that they haven't made since the 50s, so somebody must
Mhm.
have made that in the chemistry lab."
On campus, because that's the only chemistry lab. And also, you do definitely need a chemistry lab to do chemistry. You definitely can't do
Yeah,
any sort of chemistry in your kitchen.
that's why people only make meth in colleges. That's how that works, I
That's
think.
right. I have heard that.
Yeah, and then they're back with the like dean of students or whoever she's supposed to be.
Right.
And every time they mention somebody who's a suspect, she's like, "Oh, well, could it be them? They're an excellent student." So I guess stay down, Leopold and Loeb. You guys must have been pretty mediocre students if you committed crimes. Shout out to my boys, Leopold and Loeb, fellow U Chicago alum.
They were psychopaths because they let them go to college at too tender of an age. They were in college at like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, 15 is too young. 16
Yeah.
is our cutoff now.
All right, so only three of those students have access to the chemistry lab. Amy's on the list, and as you said, they're all excellent students.
They call up Christine's house to try to find Amy. And Amy answers the phone,
Hmm.
pretends to be Christine,
Yep.
and says a bunch of things that implicate herself. Like, what are you doing? She's like, "Oh, yes, no, I'm Christine. Oh, Amy was here, but she just left this morning. I don't know where she went. Maybe Europe. I think that's where she said she went with her parents. Why are you doing this? You could say that Amy was never here and like she went to North Dakota. I dropped her off at the train, so she wasn't there for the murder. Or you could say, "Hey, I'm Amy." It makes no sense. She just likes
Even,
answering
yeah,
the phone and fucking with people.
just a compulsive liar, I guess. And whatever lie that comes out is just like, okay, that's what we're going with.
This is why she's not in a better school. It's because she
That's a
cannot
good
formulate a
point.
plan.
Well, now it's time to kill the hamster. She does it in a very weird way with the pepper mill.
Yeah, she does it. Yeah, and she does it with the pepper mill,
Hmm.
gets blood everywhere,
Yeah.
mops up the blood, and says, "Oh, it's cranberry juice or whatever." But
Hmm.
then, like later on in the movie, the pepper mill is still covered with blood. She never bothered to clean up the pepper mill, and no one
Yeah.
finds it,
No, doesn't matter.
and no one discovers anything in this movie.
Correct. And I wrote down the line that she said because I was like, oh, this is a good line. I always clean up my messes, Anna. But she didn't. She didn't clean the pepper mill.
So then we have to escalate to taking out the mom.
Because mom's not falling for her shit. Amy's going to help her prepare for the dinner party, and wouldn't you know it, they're going to make some complicated dinner dish, which requires a Dutch oven.
What kind of psychopath keeps a Dutch oven on the top shelf of like a random bookshelf in a different
Where's
room?
yours? Where's your Dutch oven?
My Dutch oven is on the bottom shelf with the pots and pans where you keep
Mine
Dutch
too! Oh
ovens.
my god, twins!
It's right next to my stock pot.
Oh, you
Like,
have a different stock pot than your Dutch oven?
well, yeah, because I've got like a cylindrical stainless steel stock pot for making.
Fancy?
Well, and that's really good for making popcorn too. I can
You,
also tell you how to make popcorn with no butter, no salt, no oil, but it's less fun than if you put in too much oil, then it tastes like movie theater popcorn.
well, yeah, that's the joy. And you need a
Yeah.
little bit of oil, otherwise it just, gets burny and gross.
Well, no, no, if you make it in the microwave,
What?
brown paper bag, quarter
Uh,
cup of kernels,
yeah.
close the brown paper bag with two staples, but make sure they're more than an inch apart. That way they won't spark. Put it in
Okay.
the popcorn setting. You'll have, boom, you'll have like 5 cups
No
worth of popcorn,
kidding.
give or take. Yeah,
Oh, I'll give it a try. I don't have any paper bags. Can we trade a paper bag for like all the lamb's quarters you want from the garden and dill?
you got it. Yeah, just like a
Yay!
like a lunch bag. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
yeah.
went, but I don't have any. Like we don't. It's not a common thing that we use over here.
Yeah, you're not brown bagging your lunch when you work from home.
Right. It's just like I cook, and then when I go to the office, the 2 days that I go is when there is food provided, and then Frank works from home all the time. So we just don't.
My kid's on that schedule too. 2 days in office and
Mhm.
one day they provide her lunch.
Well, they should provide it both days because otherwise she's spending half her salary on loop lunches. Because when I started working, like my first downtown job, I think lunches were something around like $10 for a sandwich, which
Uh,
ungodly high. But you'd be lucky to find a $10 sandwich now because of, inflation and everything. And tomatoes apparently have gone up like 2000%. I don't know how much I'm exaggerating, but it's gone up quite a lot. So
well, because of the tariffs from Mexico,
because
anything
of
grown in
yeah,
Mexico is going to be a lot. But you can grow tomatoes at home.
it's gonna take all summer. My tomato plants are struggling because we've had a cold spring. Meanwhile, Europe is on fire. Not literally. Their
Yeah.
tomatoes are probably great.
But anyway,
Oh, wait, did we
we're back to
digress?
we digressed a little bit.
This
Anyway,
has been Dutch Oven
so
Talk.
so okay, so it's not really Amy's evil plan here. It's mostly Beth Littleford presenting an opportunity. So
Mhm,
she climbs up on a bar stool to get
mhm.
this Dutch oven, which is where nobody would keep a Dutch oven.
And she could
And
barely reach it, so she
she
definitely didn't put it up there.
yeah, so she asks Amy if she can do it, and Amy's like, "I'm afraid of heights. I can't do it."
Right.
So then she waits for like Beth Littleford to kind of reach it, and then Amy
Mhm.
just kicks the stool out from underneath her. She takes a perfect flat back bump,
Yes,
which somehow leads her to break her leg in two places.
that's right.
How? Is
We're
she
we're
Mr.
practicing
Glass?
safe stunts on set.
Like, yeah, no, concussion, maybe.
Definitely a
Cracked
tweaked
rib,
back.
maybe. Yeah.
She needs to like be on bed rest just for the back. But yeah, there's the broken leg put into
Yeah,
it.
so then we cut to an exterior shot of CGI hospital, which we see in these Lifetime movies. Sometimes it's just like, this is clearly at least part CGI shot
That's a
of an
good point.
establishing shot.
Yeah. So, but Amy's there to be the rescuing caretaker. She takes Anna to the hospital, calls Charles on the phone to inform him, and she's like, "No, I got it. I already took her to the hospital. She's ready to go home. I will take her. Like, you don't have to do anything." And
Man,
that's exactly what Charles does. He stays late at work.
how amazing is the healthcare over there that she could have her leg broken in two spots and a bunch of contusions, and she's in and out of the hospital in seemingly 2 hours. I mean, they would still have her waiting in the chair in urgent care at that point. Like,
Yeah, when I fractured my arm when I was a little kid, it took forever. And I was put at the front of the line because I was a little kid. Everybody else just has to wait.
Yeah, as soon as she calls the stepdad, she's like, "They're like, oh, no, we're
It's
already on our way
fine.
home."
Yep.
What?
It's terrible. And the meal that they were making with that Dutch oven still gets made. There was so much time in that day.
Exactly.
All right, so evening time, Charles finally gets home. He's working so hard. Amy greets him with a glass of bourbon, and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna be home earlier." So she's taking on the wife role. She's flirting more, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to cancel the dinner party." And she's like, "No, I got it. I got this. I am auditioning to be your new wife. I got this." So she's continually flirting with him, like sharing his drink, and like it seems to be working on him at this point.
Because he is dumb.
Well, he's a middle-aged man with a young woman flirting with him, and evidently that works a lot. So, I don't know.
Men are dumb.
All right, next day. It's the day of the dinner party. Amy's making breakfast.
Wait, hold
Again.
on. Didn't you skip? Didn't
Did I?
is this when she comes down with the t-shirt and they make out?
No, that
Is that after the dinner
is
party? I think
Oh, wait.
yeah, because okay, so
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, my note to myself to remind me was bad. My note to myself was Amy's flirtation seems to have finally worked. That was, yeah, they slept
yeah,
together.
yeah. So because now she comes down in the t-shirt and they make
Yes.
out, maybe have sex, but we don't know because they show like a kiss and then
Hmm.
cut to
Hmm.
commercial.
A passionate kiss.
And the stepdad has a conversation with the mom, and the mom is immediately has everything clocked, and she's like, "I think Amy is doing these things. Everything
Uh-huh.
has happened since she's been here. Maybe get her out of the house." And he's like, "What? And I'm supposed to take care of everybody myself? No, thank you. I'm gonna let this murderer handle it instead."
That's right. The
Yeah. So
thing
then the
is
dinner.
he agrees. He's like, yeah, I'll kick her out, and he just doesn't do anything about it, which is
Yeah, yeah. And even though they established this dinner party was inviting two other couples to the house, Ken shows up
yes,
by
he
himself,
does. Yes.
and then immediately, uh, Amy says, "I know what you're drinking." Or does she guess? All I remember is like in the movie we were in that has not come out yet. They were like, the order is for a vodka martini, no vermouth, olives on the side. Straight up. That's a shot of vodka. That is not a drink. That is just vodka. You could just say shot of vodka.
Yeah, but then you don't get to have the bit.
It's not a bit though. Like no one is like it's
The
like a
bit of
weird.
like ordering straight shots in the most cute in a dumbest way possible.
Yeah. You Porky Pigged it there.
Yep, I sure did.
Yep. Meredith
Um,
is not wearing pants. That's what I'm trying to say.
I am. They're shorts. I'm wearing
Okay,
shorts.
okay. But yeah, this is like Fred Allen Ray's inside joke to himself. I'm sure we'll see it again too,
Okay, awesome.
because that is how the woman in Jacko 2 will order her drink when that movie comes out in
That's so funny.
October.
I wasn't
So
paying a damn bit of attention to what she was saying. Okay, but all right. So yes, that's right. Amy's also drugging Anna at this time because Anna's
yeah.
bedridden with the leg thing, and like Amy's making her meals and giving her tea. So like, there's a later shot of like Anna falling unconscious dramatically during the dinner party, and nobody notices.
Oh,
Yeah.
and dinner party, we have another Fred Olen Ray All-Star. We've got
Hmm.
the important client is Jerry Lacey, who's been in a bunch of the stuff we've watched, but he's
Yeah.
that guy from Dark Shadows.
Okay.
So
Nice.
every
Nice.
time, so just think of back when I all the descriptions of IMDb of the guy from Dark Shadows from previous episodes, and that's this guy.
That's a
So
amazing. So yeah, it's this guy, his wife, they have lawyer talk and the dinner goes swimmingly well. A couple things to note here. Just before the dinner starts, Amy borrows Anna's dress for the dinner and asks Charles to like zip her up because she can't like reach the dress
yeah.
situation, the zipper. And she comes on to him again. And this is so okay, so they maybe sleep together
Uh-huh.
the night before. The breakfast that morning, she goes in for like another kiss and he rebuffs her. That night when she's like, "Hey, zip up my dress," she also like approaches him again and he rebuffs her again. So that's like two rebuffs. And then he's gonna rebuff her a third time. And like progressively, she's like, at first she's like disappointed, and then she's going on tilt a little bit, and then she just gets enraged. So that was a nice
Oh,
little
so it's
bit.
like the Bible. He denies her three times before his cock crows.
Or like
I
comedy comes in threes.
exactly. The Bible is hilarious. You're right, Meredith.
Yes, that is definitely a book that I have read. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
after dinner, everything's great. They like send the clients off. Charles does find Anna like hanging off the bed. He just kind of like
Uh-huh.
puts her to rights and then does nothing else. Husband of the year here. And then Ken drives off because he's got to go to vacation somewhere else. He's not got a long drive ahead of him, but his brakes are out. Why are his brakes out?
Yeah, I guess Amy snuck out of the dinner party at some point, got underneath his.
Right.
Actually, you need to jack up that car because it's a
Okay.
Corvette. It's very low to the ground. You can't fit
Yeah.
underneath there to cut the brakes, so you'd have to jack up the car to cut the
hmm
brakes.
hmm
And she did that for some reason.
And in Anna's dress, a very nice dress that you definitely noticed if it was like rumpled if you're doing that sort of
She
thing.
probably changed into coveralls over the dress to cut protect herself.
But
Yeah, I
also
don't.
during the dinner for which she was present the entire time.
She was hosting the dinner, serving the food, and like making small talk with all these people.
Yeah.
So they probably got on a long tangent about intellectual property law in the internet age.
Okay.
So she was like, you know what? I got to kill this guy, Ken. I got to kill one of these people. Or maybe Ken and Charlie were having a secret affair too.
Maybe.
Maybe they were having some sort of heated rivalry situation.
Maybe. Anything could have happened. None of it, but it wasn't explained. Ken
Yeah,
dies for
because
no
it was
reason.
it makes no, it was a couple's dinner.
Okay.
Ken and Charlie were the couple. It all makes sense now.
You solved it. You cracked the case.
I cracked this case, guys. Like,
hmm
yeah, so we have a big stock footage crash of a similar looking Corvette.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, is that the reason he had the stock footage?
yeah, he must have like because the cars. There's like I think there's two different Corvettes that we see in this, and they're all pretty close to each other. But
Next morning, breakfast again. Now it's just Amy and Charles. She's getting what she wants. Christine's still sick and drugged. Anna's sick and drugged. Now Charles is like, "Oh, I see it. You need to leave."
yeah, and what's her name? Christina. God,
Yeah.
these names are so boring. Is even sicker now because she keeps on leaving the window open.
Right. It just like makes her worse and worse. This is not
So
how illness works. I
it
don't.
must be Christmas break then, because it's cold outside.
Or spring break because
It's
spring
an
break can
unusually
happen in
cold
March.
spring in
Yeah.
California.
hmm Yeah.
So,
The
okay.
yeah.
In LA.
In LA. So she goes on tilt and like I don't know if you must remember the song Alanis Morissette from 30 years ago and it's like I see right through you and the song is from the perspective of a woman done wrong and she's like I was the best thing that ever happened to you but you were an asshole and you suck and I think
And I
like
went out on
maybe
you in a theater.
no, that's the other song.
Oh, okay.
So I think like the Fredo and Ray heard the song and it was like that's my villain. So like from her perspective, she gave him everything and he's just throwing her away and she's like I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you. And he's like I'll drive you back to campus and she's like I'll find my own ride. And he's like okay, great, I'm going to work.
I'm going to work. I'm not going to make sure that you leave the house or anything like that. I'm not even
Totally
going to lock
fine.
the door. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Everything's fine. But the detectives are waiting for Charles at the office and they're like, we're looking for Amy. We think that she's a bad person. Has anything unusual happened while she's been staying with you? And he's like, oh yeah, my whole family's fallen apart. She's alone with them right now.
I think she would have killed the hamster too. Yeah, so they go back to the house
Mhm.
where Amy is about to inject something into
Peanut
Beth
juice.
Littleford. It was for the peanut juice from a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it's a hidden peanut allergy. They have that one
Yeah.
syringe,
But she's monologuing at Anna. She's got the syringe and she's doing her monologue and blah, blah, blah. She deserves better. Blah, blah, blah,
but
blah,
there's
blah.
a knock at the door and she has to stop everything she's doing.
It's Christine. Christine calls out like she's in pain or
Oh,
something. She's like, Amy. So like Amy's like, oh, let me go check out what Christine's doing. And this is where the movie like completely like loses it
yeah.
because there should be like a reason for Christine to suddenly doubt Amy and for them to start fighting, but there's
Like
not.
you could have set it up that she founds the packet of powder or
hmm
poison. You could have set it up that she saw the blood on the pepper mill or
Yeah.
any number. Like she could have been piecing things together, but mostly this character's been laying in bed the entire movie, not doing anything.
Right. It,
But
it
yeah,
doesn't make
so
any sense,
so they
but
have a
some,
fight scene out of nowhere.
yeah, they wrestle and fight their way down the hall, and Christina almost like gets out of the house, but Amy slams the door shut. She's like, "No, you're stuck here with me."
And then Amy whacks her in the head with a frying pan 3 times.
Yes.
And then like her big plan is I will finish you off. And she gently sets her head on the oven door and turns on the oven.
Yes. That's not
Okay.
how this works. Ovens
Nope.
don't, like, you can't kill yourself with the oven
I mean,
anymore.
you could.
It's really hard. It was
It's
hard when Sylvia Plath did it. It's
you'd
harder
have to
now.
you'd have to turn off the pilot light, I guess.
Yeah.
For all I know, that's an electric oven too, because it's
Right, for all Amy
California.
knows. Well, we
Yeah.
presume that Amy does know because she made the entire dinner the night. Anyway, Christine like flails somehow and shuts the oven door. So Amy's got to grab a knife. So it's plan B. She's got a knife, and then she's got a monologue again. That's the
Yep.
important part.
Classic villain mistake. You got me monologuing.
This monologue goes long enough for Anna to haul her ass out of bed, pick up the syringe, and surprise Amy, a youthful, fit, healthy, vigorous 21-year-old, and
Yep.
get her with the syringe full of peanut juice.
Yeah, we don't know what's in there.
We don't
We
know.
don't know if this kills her. We
Right.
don't know anything. And then the cops show up, too late to do anything.
Yes, they watch her as she slowly passes out, dead. But then Ted Monty gives us the big reveal. The real Amy Thomas died 2 years ago. Who
How'd you
is
find that
this
out?
woman? Yeah, exactly. That could have been a scene, but it wasn't.
No, why would you want a scene? Oh boy.
I think this is maybe even topping last week's movie.
The only problem is it was too much too fast.
Yeah,
14 minutes in, we've already established everything, and that's like no fun.
yeah.
So she wasn't the real Amy. Who was the real Amy? We don't know.
Nobody knows.
Who was this lady? We don't know.
Nobody knows.
At one point, one of the characters says "Sorry, Charlie," which I think they're just making a reference to the old Starkist tuna campaign, and
Oh,
that's the real, yeah, Charlie the tuna. No, it's yeah.
is it time to rate this movie?
Let's write this movie. Fuck it, let's do it.
All right. I want to start with sense making. Did this movie make sense to you?
I mean, if you understand the main character to be completely batshit, nothing she does has to make sense.
Hmm.
But nothing she does makes any sense. I'm going to be generous and say four. Like, yeah, because I don't know why she kills half the people she kills. Like, I understand her motivation for killing the hamster, Mr. Chippy. What the fuck was that
Mr.
hamster?
Chips, yeah.
Mr. Chips? Okay. So long, Mr. Chips. Gotcha.
Tell me about the production value.
Again, this is a middle of the road, let's say 5.5, because
Yeah.
it seemed like very much like a Lifetime movie. It's
Mhm.
fine. Like it's the same as all those other ones. The weird color temperature of the shots of her legs seem like they were filmed
Yeah.
at a later time. They're like, oh, let's add those in. And like it's not doesn't take too long to color correct, right? You can pay well, no, you don't want to pay a person to do that though. So
I mean, can you go on Fiverr and be like, hey, here's some footage, color correct it? I don't know.
maybe,
All
maybe.
right. How much effort do you think they put into this?
Oh gosh, this screams like a script that was written in a weekend and shot with a bunch of soap opera actors in 4 days. Half of our actresses are laying in bed the entire movie.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm gonna say a solid four for effort there.
And then finally, was it entertaining?
So it has a batshit start and a batshit end,
Hmm.
and it's a little tiresome in the middle, but you really only need a good end, a good beginning, and like two good scenes in the middle. So this is like six, right?
I think so. I mean, she was an entertaining killer. I agree.
And she was a better actor than our killer and fiance killer.
Yes. I mean, you
Yeah,
could tell when she was going on tilt. I was like, oh, she's a little off kilter there. And then like he rebuffed her again, and she's like, oh, more on tilt. I was like, all right, she's rearing up, she's getting ready.
yeah, she is ready to rare to go.
Yeah.
Now, according to IMDb, our boat guy was in this movie. Scott Thomas Reynolds is a character named Drake, but I did not catch him. He was probably in the background somewhere, or maybe
A
had one
named
line.
character?
Well, all these characters had names, but like other
Oh,
than Amy, I guess the main family they use their names, and but
yeah.
like, oh, who knows?
All right.
All right,
What are we watching
yeah.
next week? Next time.
It's a surprise,
Okay.
possibly even to me, but
Amazing.
but there's a couple left. on the list, and we might call that a wrap up after that because I've got big plans for another season after this. And
Okay.
since basically we've seen multiple versions of the same movie over and over again, this
Yeah,
one
we're
was the
really,
most different, but it was
yeah,
still pretty close. I mean, it was even in the same house as you noted.
we
So
are becoming experts in the Lifetime women's thriller.
yeah, at least circa 2017. So
Hmm. Okay, well, I can't wait.
it's gonna be amazing, guys.
Okay, well,
Ah,
I think we both have laundry to wrap up, so,
so you've been Meredith.
and you've been Kennedy,
Yeah, and
and
watch
we're
those
doing
shoes.
laundry.
Keep washing the skies. Keep
Thanks for
washing
listening.
the skies laundry. Keep washing your thigh covering pants. Keep keep washing
Oh,
these little guys, which is what I call my clothes. They're my little guys that I wear.
oh, just a little guy.
Little guys, it's just a little guy. It's my birthday. I'm a little guy. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Da, 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 da. Is she inverted like me? Does she go down on you in a theater? Ba-da-da, ba-da-ba, da-da-da, da-da-ba, da-da-da, ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So, these things, they're on time sometimes. Let's. Till you died and you're still alive. Okay, there.
Going Over Our Freds was created and produced by us, Michael Kennedy and Meredith Halsey.
Our theme was composed and performed by Justin Nozick. Find more music for him at Bandcamp. Search for The Plague Physicians.
Artwork by Michael Kennedy. Special thanks to everyone who helped make the season possible, including the friends and family who let us watch these movies instead of this year's Academy Award nominees. And thank you for listening.
If you'd like to hear more from us, subscribe to Going Over Our Freds on your favorite podcast app. Follow us on Twitter at Goof Podcast, and find us on Instagram at Going Over Our Freds.
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. For questions, comments, and complaints, email us at goingoverourfreds@gmail.com.
Thanks.